Good morning, I'm Gerhard Mathangani with today's Sports Brief. Hard to believe, but another college football season is right around the corner. The FCS campaign will begin this weekend around the country. There are 4 FCS teams in the state of Alabama, including Jacksonville State, Samford, Alabama A&M, and Alabama State. Samford plays East Tennessee State on Saturday, and JSU opens play on Sunday at Tennessee State. Gamecock head coach John Gross likes where his team is in the preseason.
I think we're in a good spot. I mean, our team's done really well and handled all the normalcy of 2020 and the start of 2021. So it's been good so far, and just looking forward to playing. And believe it or not, until this week, have had really pretty pleasant weather, to practice in. So it's not been bad. We've had our share of 65, 70-degree days, and then we've had some cooler days. But this week is a little bit different. Now, I guess we could be practicing a little further up north. Would be really difficult this week, right? So we're looking forward to getting up. And I'm glad the game's not in Nashville the next couple of days, because we have probably trouble playing the game. So I think it's supposed to be a pretty weekend up there, a warmer weekend. So hopefully everything will go well with that.
One of the difficulties of playing in the spring is that scouting for an opponent is much different.
The tape's almost 2 years old. It's a good year and a half old, where you go back and you watch that tape, and personnel's hard to tell, because there'll be a different roster, a different team. Now, you do look on there and go, well, I'm glad that guy's gone. I'm glad this one's gone. So they did lose a few guys, or key guys, but they had a young football team, so they got a majority of those guys back, and they've added to that roster as well. And Tennessee State's always a talented team. Coach Reed and them, they do a great job recruiting, and well coached. But it's hard to kind of look back at that tape and get really of an idea of what they're going to do schematically even, but definitely, personnel-wise, you have no idea. So this first game, I think advantage for them that they get 4 games on us from the fall and get to see our team. But then after we play this first one going into the next games, I think everybody will have fresh tape on everybody.
Meanwhile, the college baseball season also begins this week. Teams around the state will be in action in season openers starting on Friday. Now, Alabama comes into the year ranked one of the top 25 teams in the country, but after having its season cut short last year, the team is itching to get back in action.
Really excited to play. Even though the kids have been doing a good job, we play young. We still play like a team that has 19 freshmen on it. And, I think that's probably a theme around college baseball. Baseball is a game of repetition. And, we just haven't played enough games, in the last 10, 11 months. And, hopeful that we could play cleaner sooner.
The Tide opens the season against McNeese State Friday at 3 o'clock. And that wraps up your Sports Brief. Our program continues next.